Hey YouTube, how's everybody doing? Speedfree 2010 here. Welcome back to Grand Theft Auto Online, and welcome back to the channel. So ladies and gentlemen, we got a new car today on July 25th, 2024, and it is the civilian version of the Vapid Dominator FX as part of the Bottom Dollar Bounties DLC. Like I just said, it just came out today, and you can find it on Southern San Andreas for $1,550,000. Relatively a relatively priced car despite its age, and being of the Dominator family, it is a it is obviously based off of a Ford Mustang. To be more specific, the one we have here is the 1979 to 1982 Ford Mustang, Foxbody, as a part of the third generation. The Foxbody is a nickname given to the car because it was built on the Fox platform at the time, to which the Mustang was basically downsized, and it shared a whole bunch of it shared the same platform with other cars in the Ford lineup, such as Lincoln and Mercury's of the same year. And this one, you can tell it's a 79 to 82 because of the four eyes up front and the vertical tail lights in the rear going up and down. If it has the vertical tail lights, if it has the four eyes up front but horizontal tail lights in the back, then you're probably looking at a 83 to 86 model. And if it has neither, if it has a six-piece headlights up front and horizontals in the rear, you're probably looking at my favorite variant, or at least my favorite model years of the third gen, the 87 to 93, excuse me. I'm gonna be honest, as a bit of a Mustang fan myself, I'm not a big fan of the Fox bodies, the third gens. Don't get me wrong, I like them. They're my least favorite generation of the Mustang platform as a whole, because of, well, just look at it. This is the Mustang of the 1980s. Where pretty much almost all of the cars from that era were kind of small and boxy looking. I mean, the Impante Ruiner, the IROC Camaro, is basically kind of took the same design traits because it had sharp edges and whatnot, kind of boxy looking. That was the trend of the cars of the 80s, and the Mustang here is no exception. So let's get right into it, into the customization. So like, share, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Feel free to check out my Twitter if you want, and as always, I hope you all enjoy. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, these things have grown on me looks wise. I will admit, I think the 89 87 to 93 versions of this one are my personal favorite looks wise. But more so, the reason why I don't really like these all as much as I like all of the other ones, with the exception of the second gen and the Mach E. Those are the ones Mustangs I do not like whatsoever. The less I say about those two, the better. But I might talk about that in another video maybe. Anyway, I actually watched Digital Car Addict do a video on this earlier today, and he made his look like the 1993 SVT Cobra R. That's not what I'm gonna make, because I have no idea what this is gonna look. I've already taken a look at the customization. I believe you can actually, I think these fog lamps work if you do it on the graded bumper. I'm not sure. But I taken a look at all the customization parts beforehand, and you can turn it into pretty much from a 79 and 82 to probably the closest one to a probably an 86 model, depending on the options you go with. Anyway, let's get this thing fully tuned up. And speaking of tuned, this car's performance is actually pretty decent. Buffy 1322. I already put a video out on it, so feel free to check that out today or whenever you get it. This car sits in between the Dominator GT, right below it, and above the ASP, aka the fourth, which is basically the fourth gen, which, for want of a better description, with an updated Foxbody. But more on that in which there's a whole bunch of other stuff. So the grills here, the badge grill, this is reminiscent of that of the 84 model year, and the letterbox is taken from the 85. So you can technically make this a 80 from a 79 to 82 from the front end, but you still have the 79 to 82 tail lamps right here. So you can go for virtually anyone that you want. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna go for the badged. I'm gonna go for the badge grill from the 83, 84 model year, and I'm actually gonna switch the colors. That way the liveries could pop out more. So I'm gonna be honest. So the end result of this particular Foxbody is basically what I would do to an actual Foxbody if I own one. Personally, my dream Foxbody, if you can see my quotation marks, is maybe a 1990 to 1993 model with the maybe a front end of the four-eyed front end of the 79 to 83 model years. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna go with the street. Gonna go with a slight street cage. I mean, you have sun strips here if you want them. And the primary colors is I bought it in orange, and so the orange is the primary, and the secondary is the two-tone on top, and the trim color is the interior. As for the skirts, here they are. Ooh, do I go with the tuner skirts or do I want to do the flush skirts? Nah, I'm gonna go with the tuner skirts.
Oh, yeah, sexy shit.
And these are all of the different spoilers. The Foxbody only came in two different body styles. What you see here is the hatchback, or the three-door sedan, as some would call it, and then you had a two-door notchback coupe, which was basically just this, but without the hatch sloping down from the back. You have this. You have a dragster spoiler, and what makes this car a bit, what I like about this generation, even though it's not my favorite, is the platform. The Foxbody platform is good for pretty much anything. Drag racing, definitely. Drifting, maybe road course, or even just a car to get from point A to point B. But that being said, for the most part, a lot of the Foxbodies I've seen have been the 87 and 93, hence why that one is my personal favorite. This particular wing being, I believe, part of the GT model, which is what I might do. I'm torn between this one, and I'm torn between the racing spoiler and the bridge spoiler. And then you have the drag spoilers right here, as you can see, if you guys remember the parachute. Ooh. No, and I'm gonna go with the racing spoiler. Suspension, you could drop it down all the way lower, but I'm gonna keep it stock for now because I think the current ride height is already. This car has a 5-speed when you already buy it, and I'm gonna throw a turbo in here. Okay, wheels will come back to light. I'm gonna throw in some light smoke. I'm gonna keep the black. We're gonna keep the interior trim the same. First off, let's go to the respray and switch this car's color up. I'm gonna be honest. If I were to own a Foxbody in real life, if I were to restore one, it would probably either be like a darkish steel or maybe even a gray in color. Do I want to go with a matte gray? Or do I want to go to black steel? No, I'm gonna go with a dark steel for both because this is probably the only car that black steel. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a black steel because this is kind of the closest thing we have to a gray without it being like a matte color. And then the interior just is black, and I think the secondary is also for the interior, the stitching, I think. So I'm gonna spray this black.
Oh yeah, sexy shit.
Hold on, let me see. No, dark. That was a dark steel and. Oh, okay. Yeah, dark steel. This is like a darkest grayish silver. And so now, with that being said, oh man, I forgot to do the. Yeah, I wanted to save the hood for last. Sort of. And first off, let's go through the liver. Lights. I'm gonna keep them standard yellow for now. Neon kits I'm not gonna touch. Liveries. Okay. You have the two faded white stripes here. You have classic stripes. Not bad. The side stripes I've actually seen on other Fox bodies, later Fox bodies, but the stripe on the hood, I don't think I've ever seen them. At least I don't think I have seen them recently. Can't remember. Snake Eater. I believe the Snake Eater liveries are a reference to the Cobra trim package from, I believe, 1980 to 1981. And for want of a better description, that was just a appearance package. It didn't give you any performance upgrades. And man, let me tell you, the performance of the Fox bodies from back in the early days were a bit to be desired. Because of the '79 oil crisis that came out when this car was announced. The 5-liter V8 that it came with on the 79 to 82 models, they range from 137 to 157 horsepower respectfully. In the later model years, it got bumped up to over 200 with the last one, I believe, on the 93 Cobra R. I think depending on the source you use, it says around 225 or 235. The good news is they all had about over 200 pound-feet of torque, so that's something, I guess. This overhead black stripe, I think that's also a Cobra package. No, this one is the Cobra package, the definite one, in my opinion. For some reason, I always thought that this was a package. I honestly thought this was a paint job from as a reference to the movie The Wraith from 1986, starring Charlie Sheen. I thought this because one of the cars that looked like a Foxbody Mustang, but it was actually a Plymouth Laser. It was red and it had a similar trim, similar graphics setup. with the blacks and stuff. I honestly thought it was a Foxbody of the same year. But anyway, the Wraith movie. Uh, every time I think about this, I'm thinking about that movie. Which, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's a cult classic from the '80s. I think you might like it. And you have a red snake eater here. You have it in geometric, which I'm not gonna lie, I like the style of it. And you have the rest of these. Not gonna lie, I see a lot of fox bodies in this color. At least kind of beat up and whatnot. Anyway, now to finish off with the hoods and then the wheels. Yeah, the wedge hood. We have the wedged intake hood. We have the low cowl and big cowl hoods, which I see a lot on dragster builds, especially this one. We have the twin vented hood, we have the turbo cover, and the racing vents. I'm gonna go with the turbo cover because I like how it offsets. It kind of goes to black trim on the bottom, and plus I already have a turbo on this car, so I think it would make a bit more sense. I think. Or wait. Now I'm thinking about changing my spoiler again. and I think I will. Oh, it's not strip on this car. Nah, I don't want it. Okay, yeah, I'm putting the bridge spoiler on here. And yeah, that's it. All that's left is to do the wheels. Tires, bulletproof.
Now you're bulletproof.
Yeah. And then and now for the tire types. These tires, you can find these in the I think you can find these in the tuner section. But these are the cars that would come as a I think these were standard on the fast bodies when they started coming out with the tri-spoke. No, they look kind of cool. If you want to go for like the I think the slicer are probably are the closest ones you're gonna get if you want to do aftermarket. Okay, I'm gonna see that. And let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna put on some street wheels. The Nebula, if you want to go for like I think the '87 the '93 model years, like Digital Car Addict did. These are probably the closest ones you're gonna get with the turbo fans. But I'm gonna put on some Cup Champions and color them the same. And I'm actually gonna color them a black steel, a little darker. Do I want them stone silver? Now I hit them in stone silver to go with the dark steel paint job on this. Let me check the tire design. Huh. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, that's gonna do it for this video. I'll let you guys take a look at this. So I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you all enjoyed. Y'all take care.
What are we doing then? What's it going to be?